Okay, so we was talking about this immigration thing and these maps. That's correct. What? Heck, he no. Correct already. Mm, mm, mm.
What's your email address? Oh, no, don't worry about it. I got you. I already I already sent your email now.
Yeah. I still can't find your, yeah, you should put the link in a comment on the bottom of here, so find you over there somehow. No, because.
I'm telling you, you gotta. It's under the fire.
Yeah, just type in the fire. THE fire.
I don't know what. Whatever.
I'll try it.
I sent I sent your email somewhere.
Excuse me.
No, you ain't in the back chat on StreamYard.
Oh, look. See? I'm in a window.
In the window of what? Not StreamYard. So you see someone in here anywhere?
I can't see her.
No, I sent you an email to you.
Oh, okay. Oh. No, no. Oh.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
You got to be cool.
Show on the stage. Live streamer comments recording. Okay. Hey, Sunwater.
Peace.
You got in through the link?
Yeah, with fire sent me. Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so where we at, Sunwater? What are we late night talking about? Do you know how to share? You know how to share?
No, I'm still trying to figure this out. Let me see. Pick my phone. Let's see.
Share.
Let's see. Can you hear me?
It's breaking up a little bit.
We are in a production studio. You got to go to YouTube and share it from YouTube. You can't share nothing from her. Ain't no sharing StreamYard. You got to go to YouTube from another device and share it from there.
Oh,
See, if you're on a laptop, you're in the production studio. If you're on a phone, you're backstage as a guest. Dude, you don't see what we see, but you're still in StreamYard. The only way they get panels on YouTube is it got to be produced inside of Discord, Zoom, StreamYard. Then they send it to YouTube. Only way you go live on YouTube is a single live by yourself. That's the only way. All panels that you see on YouTube, they are
Cheap. I don't know. That's the thing. Did you
every
find out
panel.
you could make more than one admin?
Lucy, the only thing you have to do is click that link in the comment. Do you got an email address?
Yeah. It's sunwaterlove at gmail.com.
Not you.
Oh.
All right. I just sent the email. All right. Lucy Davis, you received the email?
I told you to turn back up.
yeah. Once you
Okay, Lucy. That's a Lucy
leave
right
the
there.
screen, you got to be careful.
Guys, what happened to my picture? Oh man. Oh, YT and all. Oh, come on, that was funny. I don't have my picture. I'm YT. All right. Let's see.
Okay, Miss Lucy Davis.
Hi, guys.
Hello. All right. We got Sunwater, Lucy Davis in the fire with Chosen and
I gotta pick
so
a picture.
I guess I have to keep the same one, don't I? Oh.
All right, ladies. What's on the topic of discussion for this evening?
Hold on, Charlotte. I just gotta get situated real quick. I would like the topic that I had earlier.
Okay. So that was Lucy.
Yeah.
Are
Can you
the
guys hear
wealthy
me?
family members, yes. Are the wealthy family members obligated to take care and share their wealth with other family members?
Yes, absolutely. The deal is this: everything in this world is God's, and He blesses us with it. He blesses people with money, He blesses people with talents, and everybody is supposed to share all of it. Not in a socialistic way, all right? I'm definitely capitalistic, meaning you should make your own money and you help others through the blessings of the Lord. But he says, don't put your things, your blessings in storehouses. In other words, you know, this guy has his farm and he's always filling his storehouses and doesn't share his things with anybody. And you can't take your things to heaven. So, absolutely. There are people down here with millions and millions of dollars sitting in a bank, and poor people who can't, you know, raise a spoon to their mouth. And no, that is not the way it should be. Like this picture. So yes, that's a topic very close to my heart, to be honest with you. Well, I can't seem to find my picture, so I'm just gonna put my dog in for today. Is that okay? I hope y'all don't mind. Where is she? In fact, I'll put both my dogs in. How about that?
So,
There we go. Okay.
uh,
Oh.
what is some of the negatives to that? Okay, that's good. That's beautiful.
All right, guys, I'm out. It's been fun. Have a good
Where
night.
are you
It's getting late
going,
for me.
Lucy?
Yeah,
You
it's late.
go?
Yeah. I'm going to go watch a movie and fall asleep.
You don't want to stay and chat?
Well, nobody's
We're
saying
just
nothing.
we're just getting situated. This is kind of brand new. It's just a few times that's been on here, and we're just building it up like we were on Bigo. So it's a little bit, seems a little bit like secluded, but we're
Yeah.
here, and people will find us to watch it. We're the conversation. We're the subject. We're the audience. We're the everything. It's not about entertaining those. So what we had planned to discuss was a case about a young lady who is in the limelight, and she's getting wealthy, and she has earned a couple dollars. And her family member, which is a sister of hers, is complaining that she does not share the wealth and take care of her as a family member, as a sister.
Mhm.
And so some of us feel that you are not obligated to take care of family. Some of us feel like that you are. You are one that feels like you are. I am as well. Some water, however, opposes. And
There
this
are
is where we're at.
situations I would say no, though. I don't have 100% caveat on yes, you should share goods with everybody. I don't think that. So
Mhm.
if this person that's poor is a drug addict and failing at their life, no, I wouldn't contribute to that. You get my point though. But go ahead.
If
Right now,
they
I'm gonna contribute to drug addicts. Mm-mm. They keep coming
Mhm.
back. I said, yeah, no drug addicts. But if somebody want to do something to be successful, need help with college fees, stuff like that, I'm gonna do it for family. But just a constant handout,
Yeah, offering
I'm not
a
doing
leg
it.
up is fabulous. Offering somebody help to get up. The way that I've always thought about it is I can help you for 6 months, but what is your plan after that 6 months? If you don't have a plan after that 6 months, why would I help you for the first 6 months? If you aren't going to succeed after that 6 months and have a plan, you know what I'm saying? So I will help you for the first 6 months, but you've got to bring me a plan that you're going to do so that after I help you for 6 months, you're going to be able to walk away from this and do something on your own. That is also, of course, if they're physically able and they aren't, disabled and things like that. There are always the exceptions. But if somebody needs help up, yes, give them a time limit, help them for that time, and they have to give you a plan of what they think that they're going to do and how they're going to do it to make money for that 7th month's bills, I guess I should say. Okay, I'm going to go run, but I'll pop back in. All right. See you later.
Okay. The only thing about over here, yeah, you gotta turn your notifications on to see if somebody going live or not. You gotta turn my notifications on.
Say that again, some water.
I said I gotta turn my notifications on to see if fire going live. That's the only
Oh
thing
yeah,
about it.
yeah. You know how to go directly to it?
You know, when people always mention that YouTube, they always say, make sure you hit that notification bell.
Yep. Now, yep. I be hearing that too. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unfortunately, the value on money is too much. Um, I do understand one's feeling on they worked hard for it and it's theirs, of course. Of course. It's your money and you worked hard for it, but at the same token, what is money for if it's not to be spent? Whether it's on you or somebody who needs it. Doesn't it make you feel good and proud? All these women in
If
these
you made,
rooms. with these-
if you had like 255 million and you had 3 sons, would you still make them get up and go to work? Or you just
Absolutely
be
not.
having the money? Huh?
No, that's the point
What,
of
would-
me getting.
what would you have them do? You just give them money?
Yeah, if I had
Then
55,
they
you
go
said
spend it.
300.
They go spend it and then come back and get some more. You go give it to them. They go spend it and come back and get some more. The purpose I'm trying to make is not about the money, it's the mindset. You could dump money all you want in the projects and get people out of the projects. They gonna stay there because of the mindset. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want to better themselves. They want to stay in subsidized income. They want to work part-time so their rent won't go up. The mindset has not changed. So what's the use to keep dumping money somewhere to help people when their mindset isn't changed? I ain't handing my kids anything. They go earn it. And I'm going to show them how to flip the dollar and quit coming back to me. Let the money come back to you.
Okay, so you said if you had $155 million.
250 million.
Oh yeah.
I'm just throwing out a number. I don't care if it's a million. I could get $1 million right now. I'm still gonna get up and go clock in. $1 million ain't nothing, especially after you pay taxes. Once a house get paid off, get your little few cars, do whatever you gonna do. You still better clock in and be investing your money, right? $1 million ain't enough for me to start working.
No, absolutely not. For me, the purpose for me to acquire that much money would be so that my children wouldn't have to do the things that I've done. And to get to that point, I don't understand what's the purpose of having the money to sit around on it and to make sure you're always rich, or is it to make sure that you can provide for those around you?
Right, but you ain't hear what I said. I said, would you give your kids money? You said yes. Then I said, once they
Yeah.
spend it again, you go keep giving them money. You ain't say nothing like putting them in college, starting their own business, see where their mindset is at. They gonna be sitting at your house, rolling up, playing a video game, and keep coming back for more, probably betting your money online. The point I'm trying to make is, it's like you got to be more constructive when it comes to money when you're dealing with your kids or certain family members. I sit there and just ask you that. My kids will milk me and my husband dry if I tell them they ain't have to work to do nothing because we got 2.5 million or 250 million. We just keep giving them money. How they gonna learn the value of money?
Well, they don't, because if you are financially stable and wealthy to the point that you can have a fund set up for them, I don't see the purpose of them having to struggle. It's a nice
When
convenience.
I say work doesn't mean struggle. If you got that much money, you can start a bit. Let me tell you something. It don't matter how much money you got. Even if you own your own business, you still got to get up every day and work. I don't care if you're running a coffee shop or whatever you're doing is your business. I don't care if it's a laundromat. Every day, you still got to get up and work. It don't necessarily mean you got to clock in for somebody else. When you working for yourself, you still got to clock in for yourself. You still got to get up and go to work to run your business. Same thing for your kids.
Okay, yeah, you are the one that's investing and making the investments so that they don't have to do the things that you did. So I would have it said, the luxury of to be rich is so you don't have to work. When you get to a point where you are financially stable for the rest of your life, you can allocate this money to them in portions where, if that's what you choose to do with it, that's what you choose to do with it. But you'll have funds for life. Like you'll have, you know, 3,000, whatever, $7,000 coming in a month. I mean, if you don't choose to find a skill, chances are if we were not rich, you might not get a skill or a business or a trade. So the idea is to provide them the luxury and the caveats of having not to work, being able to be rich. I mean, for the children. Now, of course, if they're interested, they're 9 times out of 10, they're not just going to want to sit around and loaf. They're going to want to try to venture off and do something. Sure. Invest in your business, but I would try to make it so that they're set up financially for life. I don't think, I mean, they're rich. What would you have to do? Except making sure that you're not living beyond your means.
So they don't have to work. Use their brain and work. You know, CEOs work. Running your own business is work. Being the #1 real estate company that you done developed from ground up because your mama gave you $1 million, you flipped it, that's work. That's being productive.
Yeah, but that's for people who didn't have that option.
Huh? No, I don't think you hear what I'm saying. If you gave your kids money, I asked you, would you stop them from working? You said yes. What's the purpose of working if you are already rich? Rich people still have to work. I don't think you understand what I mean by work.
No, you, of course, like if I'm the one who's making the money, I would still be working and investing so that they don't have to.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Your kids, basically, when you get rich, basically, your kids don't have to do nothing but wake up, sleep, shit, and eat. Nothing. They don't have to use their brain. They don't got to use their hands because they laying their money. Because mama said we don't have to because she's fronting it for us.
Well, 9 times out of 10, they'll have invested interest, but I wouldn't say the only way you can get this money is you have to work. Now, school, sure, they're going to come out with the education. That's a guarantee because that's the part of having that money and you can afford to have that education. But even if you didn't have the money to provide them to do nothing, they're not guaranteed to be business owners or productive or successful. So it's the luxury of having that opportunity that says, I don't have to work for the money because it's provided for me. That is something that I think, what's the purpose of you working hard for it? You're going to turn around and make them work hard as well.
Because you working for your brand. You working for your brand. Prime example. Fire can be rich off the landscape and whatever stuff he do. That is a business of his. He get up and go to work every day. It's his business. You think he want to? You think he want to be out in the heat? It's his brand. It's his business. He flipped the money and start a big studio podcast where he got to hire people. That's work.
Yeah, but you're
it's going to make revenue. You don't need, okay, people already come with skills. You know how many young ladies in my family and people that I know, hands is already skilled. They know how to do hair. You don't have to go to school to say I'm a cosmetologist to know how to do hair. You know how many basement hairdos I got back in the day that they good and better than the people when I went to the hairdresser? Because they couldn't afford cosmetology school. The skill already there. Yes, if somebody has the money, confront them, pay for them to go to school, that's different. But I think you're missing my point. I was just seeing where your mindset is at as a mother if you had kids. Because I got 3 sons. If you had hit the Powerball, would you tell your kids they don't have to do anything? They don't have to
That
work. We
is,
financially stable. You don't. And when I say work, don't think I'm saying go clock in at McDonald's. Go clock in
that
and go do
is,
12 hours like me
yeah,
at the hospital. I'm talking about work is work. Running your
yeah,
brand, running your business.
I I'm not the one to if I had now if I had if this would be the plan. If I had that much money, I'm setting it up so they would get an allowance. How you spend that is going to teach you how to budget your money as if you earned it. Now you have to do exactly what you would do even if you were not afforded this money. But I'm not pressuring you to work or to have to um make an ends meet for yourself. I think that is the luxury of saying, of being able to afford the money.
When you rich, you ain't
It's
making
not
ends meet. When you're rich, you gotta think of something big. When your money big, your brain should be big. Your thoughts should be big.
not for the
Your
children.
passion should be big. I ain't say what teenagers, boys, your kids. I ain't talking about little kids. I ain't talking about little kids, I'm talking about work. I'm talking about if you have some 17, 18-year-olds in the house, you don't hit the Powerball. I'm talking about them type of kids. The ones in high school finna get
Yeah,
ready to graduate. I'm not talking about no little kids.
why make them, what are we making them work for? What if you want to have a business and you got five grand a month and I allocated you $5,000 a month, leaving you with the liberty and freedom to do what you want to do with that money, because this is why I made it. This is why I festered up the energy to make that kind of money for me. It's not for me to hold on to. It's for you to enjoy so you can experience things and experience life. And if you had ambitions to build a business or do something, you're going to do it because that's what's in you. So they're going to take that and want to know, how can I invest in my business? Sure, we're going to show you. If that's what you want to do, fine. But if they wanted to sit and live off $5,000 a month and pay their bills and do nothing, that's your luxury of having a wealthy parent. Because my thing is, you're not guaranteed to do that if you were poor. So treat it in the same way, so that they do want to find something to do and learn how to budget and not just live rich. I would definitely create a budget. Now I wouldn't just willy-nilly and let you just come and get whatever. You definitely have an allocated amount of money every month. And you're going to be an adult and you'll be trained to how to budget and spend and pay bills and all that good stuff. Absolutely. But I'm not going to force you and say, just because we're rich doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. Like, live your life. This is why you're rich, so you can travel and experience things of the world. Because if we had that luxury, who would want to work if I'm sitting on $250 million? Who has to work? As long as you're investing to make that or have a life plan, and you have a set aside for when you're older and retire, I would definitely encourage for them to use this money to experience things that are within their heart and soul. Like, I'm not about, no. I'm definitely, yeah, go travel. If you want to go to Italy, let's go. You just want to see the Eiffel Tower, you have that luxury. Why am I going to make you commit to something when there's no need for it? Because I think the need for it to do all these things is to be comfortably living. And so if my parents was sitting on 250 meal, yeah, you're coming out with the skill. You're gonna go to sports, all that good stuff. Absolutely. But as far as saying you're not getting any money until you make something of yourself, or you can only do this to, no, I wouldn't force it. No. You think that'll hinder them and make them lazy or susceptible to being prone to alcohol or drugs or getting in, just making poor use of their time because you're not making them invest in something and make them earn the money, not just because it's available. Like it'll
Exactly.
be
Beyonce daughter. I can look at a documentary. Blue Ivory. She went on tour with her mama. Her mama said she tired of giving her money and money, even though she got her a little bit of investments. Blue Ivory was on stage with her mama getting an income. They paid her. They making their kids work for it.
Yeah.
Blue
I
Ivory
get
wasn't
that.
up there for fun. She wasn't up there for fun. Watch the documentary. She got paid. They make her
So
earn it.
you don't think they would want to, if I'm just thinking of the amount of money that can stretch if
So
you're frugal.
get the amount out of your head. Just get the big picture. Like
Well, the amount is the most important part. That is the picture.
No,
Because
what I'm saying is because you thinking of a big amount, and it's like I don't know your background, but work is healthy. Work is a luxury, especially if it's a passion, something that you love to do. Your career. I work in a hospital, so if I had a Powerball hit 250 million, I'm not finna cross my legs. I'm gonna open up like 4 or 5 clinics. I'm still gonna do what I love to do. Yeah, it's gonna be easy for me because now can't nobody tell me to come to work. Can't nobody tell me when to take a lunch break. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't finna say, forget this. I only work in a hospital because I had to pay my bills. No, if I hit the Powerball, I'm moving with my passion on a different level.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna quit work. I'm definitely gonna quit. I don't believe in physically exerting yourself for
Do you have a passion chosen?
yeah,
What did you want to be when you grow up? What did you want to be a doctor, a teacher? I don't know your background, but did you have any form of what's like? That's what I'm saying. Because it sounds like I've talked to like some of my peoples back in the day that worked so hard because they had to. Some people weren't fortunate enough. I sat in class to say I want to be who I am now. My husband, we went to school together since 6th grade. He raised his hand and said, I want to be a police officer. He's that now.
I'm an
And our parents didn't have like money all like that.
I'm about the experience in life. I'm about the moments and I'm about making them count. I found that in every effort to work in employment, that the time was always spent building up somebody else's empire. And so my idea was to be able to do the things that you love and enjoy. Those things cost money, and you can't afford to do those things. And hear me out. You can't afford to do those things because you don't have enough money. You have enough money to pay your bills. Now, if I could afford to pay my bills and live out my dreams and do the things that I love, I would do that. Now, if I'm about building up a practice and I want to help somebody that's what I'm going to do. But if I'm about an experience, about learning different cultures, going around the world, having different experiences, holding different retreats, like not about, I would service, you know, myself, of course, and allow them kids to do that. I think that's how you learn to experience. If you're, that is the work. That is work as well. You're not idle. You're just not spending it collecting more money, but collecting memories and, you know, doing things, climbing up the mountains and skydiving and things like that. This is not me that I'm talking about. I'm working and I'm doing all the hard work so that they can enjoy life. Because for me, life, you couldn't enjoy life because you had to work. And some days you just want to, let me take a trip to Minnesota. I want to go skiing because I want to experience skiing. Now, what happens is your mental is, this is why we don't function at the highest capacity, because the work, the stress, the physical exertion. I wouldn't want to put my children through that. I don't think they should have to if I had the money.
So let me
You
ask you, so how much money you need to go on a skiing trip? 2 years ago, I just went to Colorado. Asked for Colorado skiing. I went everywhere around the world, and I'm not even rich. So everything you name it, trips and everything you just said, average person could do that right now. And if you can't afford it, PayPal got 4 split payments. So again, tell me something that you can do outside of just normal life, because that's normal life. So
no, when I'm not speaking for adults, I'm looking at, would I make my children work for this money? No. You're not working, you don't need to work for it. You're going to get an allowance and you're going to learn how to budget that out. That is work in itself. You don't get a free meal ticket and just get to splurge, or I want to go shopping. If that's your allowance, I think that is very healthy, the allowance part in allocating. You get this, this, and this, but it's guaranteed. It is guaranteed
they
because
18. They 18, Charles. Remember I gave you a number.
absolutely.
18. So they still get allowance at 18?
Yeah, okay.
Graduate
They
from
get
high
an
school?
allowance for the rest of their life because I'm the parent. I'm responsible for you. What am I working hard for if it's not to make your life comfortable? Like
Right.
that is the idea of, to be wealthy is to have the luxury. You didn't have to work for that car. You got it on your sweet 16 because we have the money and we can afford it. You don't need to learn the lesson.
You just go take care of your kids. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I just want to see where your mindset is at. There ain't no wrong right about it. I'm just, you see where my mindset about it. But like I said, I got 3 sons, 26, 18, and 16. I'm finna shoot them up 75. Can they come and live with you? Soon you hit the Powerball, I already told you.
Sure. They don't get an allowance.
Chosen giving out $5,000. We going on now.
You getting 5 G's a month. And that, but see, the mental into that is long term. They know they got 5 G's coming a month. One gonna turn out to might be a drunk or so. You know, one might, depends on how many you got to. One might turn out to go astray, but that's a given, even if you have money or not. I think the whole story of the struggle story and, you know, making it big is so you don't have to work no more. I don't know. I would have plenty of things to do that require you being active, and you have to learn these skills. That don't, just because you're rich don't mean you intelligent or smart and know everything. You still gonna have to learn things. You ain't just gonna be no dumb rich bimbo out here and a gigolo out just no. You'll be raised up in activities, all the sports that you want to do. What do you want to try this month? You want to do ballet? Okay, let's do ballet. You want to do foosball? Okay. What you like to do? You like to paint? Okay, I'm buying you a whole paint studio. You gonna paint all on the walls in this one room, this your studio. Life is for the children, and it is for them to enjoy it, to embrace it, to have these memories, so that when they grow up, they want to be ambitious and thrive out here, and not end up being a follower and using drugs or something. You know what I mean? It's for the opportunity. Because if you don't have, maybe that's where some of these parents might be going astray at and causing spoiled rebellious children that will fight them over a big video game. Maybe that's where they're going astray, trying to spoil them and not teach them valuable, hard-earned lessons in life, working 19-hour shifts, getting them all the Jordans, making them look good, but no moral compass, no ethics, no etiquettes, no real substance. Okay. Mm-hmm. They want to live through the children. That's why you don't deny them of anything growing up. Try to fulfill all of their wants and desires, especially if you have the means, especially if you're sitting on a couple meal tickets, because they won't likely want to get older and screw up and start running experience and so they wild oats and have their wild side and feel like they missed out on life. They'll be likely to want to get married and start a family. 9 times out of 10, they don't want to be following the family business. You build it up for them and you set it up. They don't even they want to do something simple like.
Yeah, they want to do like LeBron James' son. He wanted to play basketball. His daddy said he didn't have to play basketball. Ronnie choose to play basketball. But he ain't good to me. LeBron James said my son wanted to play basketball. He didn't have to. He can run my business establishments. That LeBron James has so much business. He said he could be the CEO of one of my companies. His son say, no, Dad, I don't want to. I want to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Every kid don't want to run their family business. So I agree with that too. Hey, make them do something. That way they got their own dreams.
Yeah, but people don't understand. You can't build an empire by yourself. I don't believe that is possible. Nothing.
Trump's dad gave Trump his first piece of property in Cincinnati, Ohio, and told him to do something. Trump's father gave Trump his first piece of property. I think it was somewhere in Cincinnati, Ohio, and told him to do something with it. I ain't giving you nothing else. And look where Trump at now. Yep.
I don't believe that, though.
I know. Well, I'm just, just get the moral behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big one. Then you'd have to worry about people. That goes a long way. If you wealthy, You got this money. You not sharing it. What about people who want to try to set you up, get you robbed and stuff? Because they feel like you owe them or they jealous. You'd have those less things to worry about. Now, on the other hand, coming from a natural place, you know, some motherfuckers could kick rocks. Because remember when you didn't believe in me and you didn't want to start the business? Remember? Oh, excuse me. I forgot. Remember when you denied me several times when I needed your help and you looked down on me?
Yep. I
Yeah,
told you when
those
you get
type of
rich, that's
people.
when all them people gonna fall out the sky.
Mhm. That's the type of people I would want to flex on and be like, no.
Mm.
But a part of me didn't want to be rich because I knew that side of me would exist. No lie. I knew I'd become a cold-hearted biatch. And I'd be flexing and stunting, riding up and down your neighborhood in my Rolls Royce just because. Now, listen, it's a flip side. I'm telling you the truth. I knew that I'd become really one to look down on people. Because, you know, a lot of people don't have money rules a lot. Money dictates a lot. People just love that money. I don't value money. I don't put a lot of value in money. I don't. I don't want to be that person now. Don't get me wrong. Honey, if you only knew. But I wonder if it was just a lie, a way to keep us from gaining that kind of wealth, to put that mindset in you that it's, you know, you'd be vain and you'd be a real nasty individual because you were rich and stingy and wicked and evil. Do you think that good people can be, moral people can be rich? What happened?
I don't know. Did you do that or fire?
Oh, okay. I thought y'all left.
Did you do that?
Mm-mm.
Who on the
Did I?
screen like that?
Unless,
I
did
don't
I
know.
put something?
Who's doing that? Oh, shows are good. The fire take her down.
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong.
Okay. There she go.
Okay, I don't know what I did. You got to be real still with this.
Yeah.
You click and go on the wrong page, you out. So do you think that rich people can be moral and good people?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, yeah, no. Because I feel like if you're in the billions, you don't did some dirty stuff to get up to the billions. I don't care what nobody say. You don't did something. Like, it shouldn't be. That's too much money. What you do? I'm being honest. Like, what you do? Like Amazon, like you, the owner, make too much money. Pay them people that's in them warehouses working. Like, come on. No, they get greedy. Greed. I love this topic. It's a good topic. I just wish we had more people in here.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You see how I want no argument and nothing like that? See? Everybody ain't never heard of Sunwater talking. See, I would have heard it today.
They got some people like the limelight somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta be seen and stuff. But
Yeah.
they'll come around, they'll miss us. Yeah, I don't too much care for the limelight. I like attention. You know, I like to give that attention. I just don't like it when it comes back in a negative form.
Now we gotta try to fight people up on this live. If we come in, when fire gotta step away. Man, you gotta help running stuff at night. This be around the time I can do stuff. Get going.
My time will be in the morning. I'll be here at
In
night,
the
but
morning.
I'll be
Okay.
active and live and ready
In the
to.
morning, you're more active. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're more active
Nice.
at night. That's cool. That's a good balance. That's good because I can't do the morning. Mm-hmm.
You say you'll be here at 9?
Yep, 9:00.
Okay.
I already got
Yeah.
my little fire coffee and conversation with Chosen. 9 a.m. Okay, what we gonna start out with? I like the idea of giving a little news facts, and then like you did with the Glorilla incident, and then have it as a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I told myself I'm gonna pull topics in that way. Sometimes that's how I can get me some good topics because it's real life stuff. You know, like that LeBron James situation. That's another good topic too. Would you let your kids live and follow their dreams, or would you make them run your empire business? You got a lot of family members force their kids to run a business. I just thought that was pretty cool. That he was like, no, let them follow his dreams. You don't gotta run our business.
We'll
Which
cut them off.
actually, nah, he said he don't got it. His son don't have to run his business. He don't have to. Like once LeBron James, some kids that with their estate. Trust. Why not? Let your kids follow your dreams and stuff. Because when you pass away anyway, you got stuff set aside for them, they gonna get it anyway. Let them do other stuff. That they want to do,
Okay, that's why some of them can't get their little trust until they like 25 or married.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be a lot of stipulations too with them trust funds and all that. Like some kids gotta take drug tests monthly. Like
Wow.
you got any drugs in your system, you won't get your money a month. The money that you're supposed to get a month. They don't play. Yeah, it be serious because you let your kids, they're, if they ain't, doing right, they're just blow your money. Don't have no morals, no nothing. Just blow it. Like, don't leave a name behind. Like, just no legacy, no nothing. Just blow it. Partying, drugs. You know?
Now, question is, would you deny them the funds if they opt out and say, no, I'm not going to do it? Would you deny them the funds?
What, run my business?
Well, anything. If you gave them stipulations upon getting that money and they opted out of doing it, would you let them go without the money?
I probably have, like, mine would be drugs. So if you like a drug addiction and you don't want to take the drug test or whatever, then somewhere on the file it's gonna say drug treatment. Take them to make sure they get some type of form of drug treatment and stuff like that. Like they trying, like it'll just be, I'm gonna have something in there where I know, like, they need help. So the trustee probably make sure they go to treatment and stuff like that, and the money could be used towards that treatment program or something like that. I think I just, I had to add some stuff to it. Addiction is real, so mental health is real, and just can't abandon them.
What about the extra family members?
I help
Would you
certain
give them?
family members, but the ones I don't mess with, nope. Uh-uh. We got some guilty family members that did bad things in the family. Nope. Cool. Yeah, got a few people that I look out for. But if I get rich, nobody would never know. I'd rather stay low key. Honestly, yeah. If my mom, somebody was to call me, be like, "Hey, your cousin such and such need help with this college fund," I do it undercover. Like, here, take the money, but don't tell them I. You know what I'm saying? Did it? Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't want nobody to know I got money. I still be able to do. You just want to know. Yep.
I've been and got a hot air balloon or a blimp. They say the rich auntie is here. The rich auntie is here. I
You
told
kind
y'all.
of stuck. You kind of somebody must have pissed you off.
I know I was done. I know I would. Cause
Then
I'm
you gonna put up in a hot air balloon and start. What you gonna do? Start splashing the money out the hot air balloon?
you know it.
Like, that's all you gonna hear.
Yeah.
Like, here comes Chosen. And I already know you're gonna have you a nice one. The trees. Boy, it's gonna be funny, boy. She was something else, Chosen.
Dropping baggies down with
It's
dime
hilarious.
bags down. I'm definitely going and throw the money down. I'm pulling up. Like, see, I told y'all. I'm going to get me a Powerball ticket. Shoot.
Hey, I'm telling you, Power Boy, it be real, boy. They say it's rigged up. I be tired of playing. Cause it seems like they only win in California.
Mm.
Yeah. or Florida. But the last one was what's that? Idaho? Somebody won Arizona somewhere. Like,
Man, probably take that money and run so I could stay rich and keep all the money so I could stay rich.
mhm.
And then, but I want people to know where I was at. Yeah, cause see, my mentality, I think, is me being without. You know, cause I'm looking at it like, oh, I could get a big pool, a big house, all the kids come over. So with that mentality, now I might want to travel. Now I might be traveling. Yeah, I might travel and then come back and try to settle down and establish something. But
And
I
then it all
definitely would
depends
travel
my
from.
age too. Like if I hit the Powerball and I'm 50-something years old or 60, then yeah, I'm done. I ain't working. I ain't doing nothing. But I think if I hit it now, you know, I, I would love to have my own holistic clinic, different things like that. I don't know, but 60 something, I don't know. I'll probably be wore out and tired. Yeah, I probably won't be doing nothing. But
I mean, you could always, be the face behind it all.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah. But you still gotta work. That's what I'm saying. Like running something, it ain't easy.
Mm-mm.
Still gotta
Mm-mm.
work.
Mm-mm. You pay people to work
Not
to do
not not
everything
not
for
work
you.
far as labor. When I mean work, it's like the brain. You know, you go to sleep making money. It's somebody doing the labor, but you still gotta be in tune to that. You gotta tap into that business. You gotta be in meetings. I the only one gotta sign off on certain stuff. I gotta meet up with different, you know, pharmaceutical companies. Well, it'll be holistic. But if I was to do a regular clinic too, like, it's just you gotta
Mm-mm.
deal with lawsuits, liability stuff. It ain't easy. Because when you get
You
money,
get
you don't get
somebody to
sued.
do all that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
even
well,
hire
I
somebody
probably
to
have to
think
find
for me.
somebody I trust.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
tapping away, steering away from your business that way. That's when people start stealing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you got because you ain't in tune into your business. I'm the type to still want to wake up and be in the meetings, talking to people, still picking my products, buying stuff. But I'm at home though, or probably somewhere in Hawaii with my legs crossed on my laptop doing stuff behind the scenes.
I would even pay somebody to think for me.
Dad, you bougie, chosen. Dad, you finna be in a hot air balloon pumping out money on people. You got so much money, you finna pay somebody to think for you. You might as well hire your own robot. Get that the AI robot. You got enough money to spend 500,000 for it.
Would I buy a robot?
You know what? I
That's
always wonder one.
interesting.
Good. I can buy a robot now. They say Tesla got one for $50,000, and you pay on it like a car note. But I think it's the lower version. I get one. Fold my clothes up.
That just made me think. I would still want to have human experience. Like, I think that's what your mind probably would change. You probably would think you want the human experience, but with access to that much money and just to be able to go out and buy something that will perform everything you tell it to do by verbal command,
Mhm.
and you ain't got to pay them either. It's
Yeah,
already paid
they ain't
for.
gonna steal from you. They ain't gonna
Okay.
come over
Oh,
your house and
wow.
clean up and want to borrow some money because they see you got all these diamond jewelry sitting on your dresser. So they'll be dusting, cleaning up, folding clothes, doing stuff. I just want to use it to clean. That's it. Nothing else. Look my house.
That's something to think about.
You got mail.
That is really something to think about because that really made me think like you talking like, but you ain't never had access to held that much money. your brain gonna just automatically go
Yeah,
to spending.
yeah. That's why I kept on saying, like, you gotta try to be some type of productive because with that type of money, man, you don't do nothing. Just think about your brain. How does this go to waste? You would be pure. You would be lazy. You ain't gonna want to do nothing. Then you gonna be spoiling the kids and family members. It's gonna trickle down and then we don't gotta do nothing. Told you give us some money. Now you got robots everywhere doing stuff. You ain't gonna you forget how to make some coffee because you got a robot making your Folgers coffee. You'll just be forgetting to do stuff. You ain't gonna want to know how to do it. Then you'll be sitting in the couch talking about, hey, Echo, Amazon, wherever it's called, turn the lights off. Alexa, wherever that stuff. You ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna be a vegetable. That's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, we still gotta use our brain somehow. Be productive.
Yeah, that's why some of us.
You ain't gonna have light switches on your walls. I'll probably be able to be like, turn on the bedroom, turn on the chosen kitchen lights.
Open the curtains, everything.
Yeah, you gonna be booed
Everything.
chosen.
Because of so much hard work you had to put in with so
Yeah.
much, you're gonna be wanting to have everything at your
Yeah.
convenience. Just because you can afford it. And that may be
Yeah.
right. That may be a little dangerous too.
Yeah, it's a handicap.
Especially if
Imagine
you
trimming it
never
down to your
had it.
kids. Imagine trimming it down to the kids, and they 19 years old, and they mama a billionaire. They ain't even go get up. They probably ain't go. They probably ain't got to clean their room because it's like they don't got to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was just saying. Like I just make sure my kids, like, work, but they don't got necessarily like, they can just have their own business or, try to do something. You don't gotta kill yourself over it, but I don't care. Come out with a soft line. I don't care. Do something. You know. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, you'd have to train them up early.
Mhm.
Or don't let them know you rich until they 21. And
Man,
then bam. See
they
what
gonna
you did
smell
with
you,
your
man.
life?
Chosen, you won't be able to hide that. I probably would. Not you. I probably can hide it. I'm pretty good with that.
These black women fighting every day. It's a shame. In Kroger's. And the girl laughing.
Yeah.
A cannibal, one bite at a time.
You could change your background too on here. Like, it don't gotta be your background. That's pretty cool. Like, use the cam up and you don't want nobody to see your background. That.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like
Let
before
me
you
see.
get on, you could change your background.
Oh, where?
I think it's before you come up where you already type your name in if you want to change it. Or you probably can hit them little dots and hit edit headline. It's before you come up because before you
Mhm.
come up, you go on settings and you can change it. I remember it was. Let me see.
Okay. This ain't going live. Mhm.
Yeah, business. Oh, I know where it's at. Look at the bottom of your phone and hit that settings button where it got the mute camera. And that is next to the arrow where if you go exit out and then you hit the effects. Let me see.
I don't
And
have
then
that.
you'll see I have you don't have it. Yeah, look
Mm-mm.
at the bottom. It's the settings and then you could put green screen when you go effects. Let's see. Background. Yep. Well, green screen.